Hello, this is Michael Tillinger. Today is the 23rd of November 2021, and here's the latest update and news from the One Small Town activities around the world. I must tell you, it gives me great joy to bring you this update because there's so much going on. I had to really edit what I wanted to say in the short update, otherwise it'll take a half an hour for me to offload and unpack all the exciting things that are going on. So let me start very simply by firstly saying that we now have 17 ambassadors in 16 countries. This is really awesome. It is such a great achievement. In a short 6 months, this is how far we've come from zero representation of ambassadors in countries around the world, although we've had members in more than 140 countries as the Ubuntu movement. With the One Small Town implementation and activity, we have grown to 17 ambassadors in 16 countries. And the reason why there's one more is because the USA now has 2 ambassadors, one in Washington, D.C. and one in Austin, Texas. We have the latest arrivals, the latest ambassadors that have joined us are in Canada and in Ireland. We have 3 letters of engagement, actual signed letters of engagement from mayors and tribal leaders, traditional leaders in South Africa and in Lebanon. And this is a huge achievement. That means we have now achieved the acceptance of the concept. No longer waiting for someone and a mayor or a traditional or tribal leader to accept the idea of One Small Town. We have now reached that landmark and we are moving beyond. We are now in the process of implementation. We're no longer talking about One Small Town. We are implementing it. And this is really important for people to digest and let this sink in for you. So 16 years of talking about this amazing philosophy, we're now implementing it, no longer talking about it. So we have 3 letters of engagement between Lebanon and South Africa, but we have more than 30 mayors on standby who want to sign our letters of engagement, but we've put them on hold with the understanding that we are focusing on the first One Small Town in Lebanon, because that was the first mayor that signed our letter of engagement. So we're focusing on One Small Town Lebanon, and then the tribal traditional lands in South Africa, the first traditional leader in South Africa that signed with us. That is a huge achievement because that suddenly gives us credibility and acceptance with other traditional leaders and tribal leaders in places like Canada and the United States and other countries where there are traditional leaders and tribal leaders that control their own lands. Then we have, so as I mentioned, we are focusing on Lebanon and South Africa as the first launches of One Small Town. What that means is that we're not neglecting the other towns, the other countries. What it means that our ambassadors in the 17 or 16 countries can now take emails and put people's minds at ease and tell them that we're working on it and explain how we can bring One Small Town to your country, to your town, and how to prepare and what to do and what not to do so that we are ready to launch One Small Town as soon as we've created and launched the first small town in Lebanon and hopefully in South Africa. But we have, as I mentioned, we have many mayors that wanting to sign up, and the sort of chief candidate countries, they are Namibia. In Namibia, we have at least 4 mayors that are waiting to sign up. We also seem to have very strong support from the government in Namibia because our ambassador in Namibia has close contacts with the government, various government departments, and he has received full support from various government departments. That really makes us a very exciting prospect in a country like Namibia. The other country is Croatia, where we're about to get the letter of engagement also from the mayor there. And then also in the United States, we've got very, very strong possibility and probability that our first USA mayor is going to sign our letter of engagement very, very soon. So where does that leave us? It leaves us now to implement the plan, to implement the One Small Town, to get it off the ground and make sure that it's a great success. Well, what we're doing right now is we've gone and done as much homework as we can to identify the people skills, the industrial opportunity, the agricultural opportunity, looking what lands are available for growing food and agriculture and medicinal herbal plants and anything else that we can grow in and around that One Small Town and that community. And then we identify the people skills. Are there any very highly trained and skilled people in that community with very unique skills around which or around whom we can create a business model and a business plan that is lucrative for investors. So that's what we're doing right now. We've identified about 100 businesses in Lebanon for our Lebanese One Small Town, and we're working as fast as we can to develop these business plans, very meticulously planned and developed business plans, crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's, making sure that all the financials are absolutely accurate, so that when the investors look at it, they realize this is a serious investment plan opportunity and a business plan, not something that was thrown together in 5 minutes just to attract investors. So that's what we're working on right now. And we've got diverse business plans, from small business plans from a few $100,000 or a few million rand to hundreds of millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of rands, for example, a community-owned hospital, from agricultural activities, from growing all kinds of foods, all kinds of medicinal, herbal, traditional plants that has a huge market worldwide, to factories, production of all kinds of things, and pharmaceuticals, from allopathic to new healthcare and organic and natural herbal remedies, traditional herbal remedies that we're working with traditional healers and local experts and people that have very high knowledge of their local herbal and medicinal plants. So you can see that the opportunities for developing business plans are virtually endless. But what we're trying to do is hone the business plans to the businesses that require, first of all, as much labor as necessary, because remember, we have an entire community offering their free labor to the One Small Town initiative, 3 hours a week. So we need to find a lot of things for people to do for 3 hours a week. What this means is that we're now busy planning and doing as many business plans as we can, and this is where we need help. So this is a big call out for anyone who is a business planner or a business strategist who knows how to write a detailed and an accurate business plan. Please join us. Become part of this very exciting team. We're now a team of 6 highly experienced people from 4 countries that are working on developing these business plans. As I said, a diverse type of all kinds of business plans. If you want to join our team and become part of this very exciting, growing, dynamic team of business planners, please join us. All right, you can email our UK ambassador, who's coordinating all of this and heading the business planning group of business planners and the business plans. I will put the email in at the bottom of this video. Please email Julia and join our exciting team. Over and above that, if you have any existing business plans for a business that you might have started, a business plan that is generic, you can take your name off the business plan. We just need to know what it takes to set up that kind of business, so we can use it as a model and adapt it to our situation and our scenario. So we will change the numbers, we'll change the specifics based on what we need, but at least we'll have an existing business plan with everything and all the components and the important things that are necessary to start that kind of business, so we don't have to start from scratch. So if you can get involved in any one of these ways, provide us with an existing business plan so we can adapt it for one of our models, or join us as a business planner and help us develop new business plans. That'll be awesome. So what else do I have to share with you? That's pretty much it. The final thing, and always the most important thing, is we constantly need more funding, more patrons, because the more busier we get, the more money we need to run the office, to manage all the things that we have to do on a day-to-day basis. So we need to grow our number of patrons around the world. So if you're not yet a patron of One Small Town, the most important thing you can do to know that you're participating, to know that you're actively participating and doing something towards making the One Small Town a success, become a patron. This is possibly the most important thing anyone can do in the world. Become a patron. If you can afford $10 a month or a few dollars a month or a lot of dollars a month, $100 or more. There are a lot of wealthy people out there that are looking for something to put their money into and support initiatives that will help communities around the world. We need you to become a patron right now. Go onto our Patreon page, see the link below, and become a patron today. And then the final thing we want you to do is share our website and share the Patreon page with as many people as you can. Share it with all your friends. Do not be apologetic or shy about what we're doing. We are leading the way to create a future of prosperity and abundance for the world. Right now, I do not know of any other movement that has a final, well-planned, and a complete solution for the problems that we find ourselves in, and to provide this new haven that will duplicate itself and multiply itself across all the borders, across all the countries of the world, the moment we launch that very first One Small Town. So I hope you found this update exciting, inspiring. Go out there, become a patron, share the message with everyone you know, and I'll feed you more updates and more news in the next few weeks. Until next time, this is Michael Tellinger. Bye for now.